The Barstool Sports Advisor, America's premier sports information program, with Dave El Prez Portnoy, Dan Big Cat Katz, and the source, Stu Feiner.
Welcome to Sunday morning. We are your Barstool Sports Advisors. I am joined, as always, with my friends Dave Portnoy and Stu, the source, Feiner. Boys, before we get into the games, we have a great slate of games. Let's quickly do records. So I had a bad week. Hand up, I'll admit it. I'm still winning you money. I'm still 68, 59, and 4. Dave, you're staying hot.
Well, I actually wasn't hot last week, but I am the first man to hit the 70 plateau, not only on this show in the country. I lost last week. I was 5-7, no joke. My hands haven't stopped sweating. They are so sweaty and clammy, it's gross. That's what happens when I lose. I won't go another week with that. The 72-win man will be back.
Yes, and Stu,
sweaty hands.
Stu, you've had a little bit of resurgence here. 6-2 on your mortal locks, 2-3 on Sunday, but you did have a nice bailout parlay Sunday night. How you feeling?
Feel amazing, feel great, honored to be here. I'm ready to pick winners.
Okay. All right, before we get going, though, I wanted to do a little halfway mark. So we're at week 9 now. Halfway mark, how we see everything going, little magic 8-ball, if you will.
I love that game.
I got 4 teams in each conference that I feel confident about. In the AFC, it's the Patriots, it's the Chiefs, it's the Steelers, and it's the Chargers. In the NFC, it's the Rams, it's the Saints, it's the Panthers, and the Packers. Boys, tell me how I am wrong.
Dan, I'm going to change the rules on you. There's 6 teams that can win the Super Bowl.
Ooh.
There's 6. You had 8. There's 6.
Okay.
You had most of it right. Past Chiefs, AFC, one of those teams going to the Super Bowl. That's a lock guarantee. Put it in the bank. NFC, Saints, they made believers out of me. I bet against them every week. They've only lost once. I am sick of doing that. I won't do that anymore. I will be doing, what do they do that dance? The Jazz?
The Jazz.
No, what's the Jazz?
Yeah, it's the Jazz dance.
When the Saints come marching home. No, when they go home. When the Saints come marching home.
Is it home or in? I think it's when the Saints come marching in.
No, when the Saints come marching home. When the Saints come marching home.
Okay.
Saints, Rams, Panthers, those are 3 teams I believe in, and I have a little asterisk, the Eagles, even though I still think they stink.
Yep.
They are the defending champs. They haven't beaten anybody. They beat Jacksonville, Stu's juggernaut team, who's not a juggernaut. I have them in the 6 teams that can win.
And Dave,
yes,
you tried as hard as you could, and credit to you for trying, to make a quarterback controversy out of the Philadelphia Eagles. You were so wrong. Carson Wentz is their starter.
72 wins.
Okay. It's hard to be wrong when you
Stu,
72 wins. Yes, sir.
Give me why I am wrong.
Well, AFC, you break it down right now. I'm still making Patriots number 1.
Okay.
Right this second after what I saw. They got to get back the running back to win the Super Bowl. And
Sony Michel.
They need him. They really need him. But we'll go Patriots. We'll go Chiefs. I'm going to go Steelers.
Wrong.
And Ravens.
Okay.
Okay.
Ravens.
Double wrong.
Good
and then
call on the
NFC,
Ravens.
obviously, odds-on favorite to win the Super Bowl right now has to be the Saints. They're the best team in the NFL, followed by the Rams.
The Rams have not lost the
Then
game.
we'll go Eagles. Then we'll go Panthers.
Okay. All right.
So
well,
Stu.
Listen, what I learned from that, Stu no longer has the Jaguars as a juggernaut.
No, I mean,
breaking news.
They've fallen apart.
Well,
Totally fallen apart.
Their 4th and 5th straight double-digit loss.
I mean, it's embarrassing.
Okay.
I mean, it's embarrassing.
Okay. Let's get in.
It's embarrassing to me.
Yes.
And it's embarrassing to Florida.
Personally
and
embarrassing for that moron Stu Feiner. Let's get into the games, boys. We got a great slate, like I said. It was actually tough to choose this week, but we're going to start with the Falcons at the Redskins. The Redskins, the NFC East leading Redskins, -1.5 at home. Over-under is 47.5. And Dave, I'll start with you.
This is my disrespect special of the year. Every week, I'm saying the same thing. No one's giving the Redskins any respect. All they do is win. The Falcons stink. They are dog mess. They are trash. You're going into division-leading Redskins. You're only 1.5. If this is a Stu Feiner pick, I'll give you the Stu Feiner pick. This is uncomfortable. Take the Falcons, blah, blah, blah. No. Take the Redskins. You'll be 5 weeks in a row. Hail to the Redskins. Hail to the Chiefs. Just keep buying me. I don't know what the public doesn't like about the Redskins. All they do is win football games. Alex Smith.
All he does.
And that's what I've said. He's the most disrespected quarterback in the NFL. Now he's on the most disrespected team. Take the Redskins and laugh.
Yeah.
I lost it. That's gone. I'll never get that back.
Yeah, never get that back. Stu, Do you believe?
I told you I had sweaty hands.
Sweaty hands because the people expect us to win, and we owe that to the people. Stu, what do you like in this game?
Well, I concur. Redskins. I concur. But how I see the game is the reason the Redskins are absolutely rolling right now is their defense.
Yes.
Alex Smith is Alex Smith. Jay Gruden is Jay Gruden. You know the game plan every single week. If they can get pressure on the quarterback, the Redskins can make some noise. I think in this game, they put Atlanta to sleep. Done, buried, it's over. It's all Washington. Love the Redskins. I love them. I don't like them. I love them. Give me a hug, Jay Gruden, even though I don't like you. Give me a hug, Alex Smith. Redskins.
Okay, well, I'm gonna hold off on my pick real quick. I want to hear some Tommy stats. I want to get the weather. Tommy, you start.
I have some bad news for the Redskins. Look, everyone knows it's Election Day Tuesday. Tensions are high in D.C. The Redskins are just 1-4 against the spread in their previous 5 games before a congressional election.
Oh, wow, that stat doesn't mean anything.
Nothing. You know what that means?
Does to me.
Every 4 years, different team.
No, every
what it
2
means.
years. Every 2 years.
Hannah, give us the weather for Washington on Sunday.
It's going to be a pretty boring day in the weather world. It's going to be 59 and cloudy.
Okay, all right. Well, here's a stat for
like
you.
the
This is a real
Thank
stat.
you.
Tommy
Okay, keep it up.
letting us down again. Here's the real stat. The Falcons are 1-8 against the spread in their last 9 games on grass. You hear that?
They're playing this
1-8, last 9 on grass. This game's on grass, boys. Do you feel that? Do you feel that? That's the Redskins earthquake, a consensus earthquake! Okay. Be careful out there, folks. That's a consensus pick on the Redskins. All right, Steelers, Ravens. These two teams don't like each other, boys. Ravens -3. Over-under is 47.5. The Ravens have actually owned this series in the last 11, 7-2 and 2 against the spread with the Steelers last 11. Stu, I'll start with you.
Okay, love the Ravens here. Absolutely love the Ravens. This will be a bounce-back game where the Ravens played probably the worst game I've ever absolutely seen in my life. I thought they'd go into Carolina and beat them. Dead wrong on that game. But in this game, they're going to blow Pittsburgh out. And I'll tell you what. After this game, they'll be screaming for Le'Veon Bell. They'll be screaming for Le'Veon Bell because they need Bell to go deep in the playoffs. They need Bell, but in this game, Pittsburgh blown out. Ravens defense. It's all Baltimore. It's the Baltimore Ravens. Love it. Love it. I love it.
Ooh, Dave, I'm nervous. Could we have our second consensus quake here? Who do you have?
It's possible, Dan. These are two teams for me that people give too much respect to. You guys both had them in your team, top 8 in the league. I don't think they are. They're Jekyll, they're Hyde. We're filming this Halloween. That's a great reference by me.
Happy Halloween.
Hopefully you're eating your candy, the mini Butterfingers, mini Baby Ruth.
Check that candy for razor blades.
Kids.
Apples. No fruit. Never any fruit.
Well, actually,
Kids.
it's probably too late. You're probably already dead.
Never any fruit.
Razor blades are tough. You don't want those. Speaking of razor blades, I think the Ravens slit the Steelers' throat this game.
Oh, we got a throat slit.
Ooh, El Prince.
Damn, you get 15 yards for that, Davey. Hannah, I want to check the weather before we get to Tommy.
It's going to be a beautiful day. It is going to be 54 and completely sunny.
All right, Tommy, let's see if you can do better with a stat here. Give us a stat.
Well, guys, I was going through my lost and found box, and you know what I can't find in here? Love. Because there's no love lost when these two teams play. In 10 of the past
great
15
stat.
seasons, they have split the season series. The Ravens won the first game this season. That means the Steelers may be due for a win.
Oh, okay. All right,
you.
well,
Thank you.
guys, it's happening again.
No, it isn't.
Why?
Because Tommy's stat just changed.
Okay,
me.
so
The
that
split.
takes away the consensus quake.
I am off now based on, you got to open your eyes, you got to listen. That, you say they split every year?
10 of 15 years.
Oh, yeah.
You gonna do it?
Oh, yeah. I'm flipping, boys.
Flip-flopping,
The split game just got
flip-flopping.
reversed. The Steelers are going to slit the Ravens' throat.
Oh, wow.
To quote the Raven, Edgar Allan Poe.
Yes. No chance you read that. Okay.
I don't
I'm
like
taking the
dark
Ravens.
tales.
I'm taking the Ravens. I'm going with the throat slit game. I like the Ravens -3 bounce back from a game that they should have won against the Panthers. Things kind of just spiraled out of control for them. Okay. Last game before we get to our first break. Chargers at Seahawks. Seahawks -1.5. This actually might be a contender versus pretender game because we don't really know what either of these teams are. The Chargers on a 4-game winning streak, but boys, The teams they played, Tennessee, Cleveland, Oakland, San Francisco, PU.
Stink.
Okay, so Dave, tell us who you like in this game.
Dan, I think you said it right. It is a contender versus pretender game. And I owe an apology to the Seattle Seahawks because I thought they were horrible. I didn't think they'd even be in this position. I figured it out, though. I opened these eyeballs. The pupils got dilated, and I dialed in on the Seahawks. I had them last week against the Lions. They won easy. The Chargers do not win in Seattle. Seattle is a tough road environment. I cannot think the last time the Chargers won a tough road game. Ain't happening here. The 12th man is loud. We're going to come out of this and say, ooh, Russell Wilson, you may have a little something over here. And we got punters faking punts and all that. I'm taking the Seahawks.
Yeah, I like the Seahawks as well. I think the defense is playing a little better. This also, we talked about it last week. Paul Allen passed away.
Dead.
Tragically, this is the first home game since then.
Important.
Stu, tell us why we're wrong or tell us why we're right.
I think Seattle, absolute sucker play here. Paul Allen's dead, and now the Seattle Seahawks are dead. The odds makers are showing you it's a bad line. It's a wrong line. Seattle, 1.5. They always beat San Diego. San Diego's probably the most underrated, undervalued team in the NFL right now. Under the radar, no one speaks about them. They get no juice. They don't even sell out. Nobody even knows who they are besides Phillip Rivers. But listen to me carefully here. Chargers roll into Seattle, humiliate them, blow them out. It is a rout for the San Diego Chargers.
Okay.
Love Chargers.
Hey, Stu, you ever heard the saying, takes one to know one?
What does that mean? I'm dead?
That means you're a sucker. Ride with Dave, ride with myself. We're taking the Seahawks.
Dead wrong.
Sucker Stu, that's what they call him. Sucker Stu Feiner is taking the Chargers.
Wrong.
Yeah, Sucker Stu Feiner. We'll be back with more picks right after this.
I have my mortal lock of a lifetime. Patriots minus 705.
Damn, only by that much are you buying points? My walk is a little bit different. I'm gonna go with a
cut. All right, great work, guys. Okay, everyone hold tight. Let's bring in the other guys now.
Dave, I'm glad we finally got a real green screen, but do you think it's really necessary to have body stunt doubles for making our picks?
Listen, I need you for 10 more weeks. I can't risk you pulling anything out there.
Was it really necessary to hire Bradley Cooper though?
Big Cat, we need to make this as realistic as possible or else the people just aren't going to buy it. High-definition televisions are all the rage these days.
My guy doesn't even have a mustache.
Yeah, Big Cat, CGI, ever heard of it? Read a book for me one time. Just relax, these guys are professionals. They've done endless amounts of research.
Hey guys, pardon my take, but I'm going to have to go with every single under in every single game.
Okay, let's go to Tommy for some statistics for the game.
The 49ers are 3-0 against the spread. Holy cow.
How are we doing on time?
14 minutes to go.
Wow, big time clock. Hold it. Am I right?
We're going to be playing on Fanduel all season, and we need every AWL to come play with us. If you don't give Fanduel a shot, you're pretty much saying you don't want to hang out with PFT and I at the Super Bowl. Plus, new users get a $5 bonus when they make their first deposit on Fanduel. Come play with us at fanduel.com/PMT. That's fanduel.com/PMT. There'll be a season-long leaderboard, and winner at the end of the season will win a trip to the Barstool Super Bowl party in Atlanta. Not only that, but places 2 through 50 win an autographed PMT car stick, and we're going to be giving out cool weekly prizes too.
Hey, welcome back, folks. As you can see, it's been a minute, but I've had plenty of documents to pour through. Now, look at the size of these documents. Holy Toledo. It's taking me a while. I'm reviewing the dossiers, okay? I want to talk to y'all about a very important thing. I've been screaming from the rooftops for a while. People don't talk about this. I feel like I'm the only one who's trying to wake you up. I'm trying to wake you up, okay? Hugh Jackson, coach of the Browns, bloodless coup. Greg Williams got rid of him. I only say it was bloodless because Hugh don't have any blood flowing through them arteries he's got, okay? But they took him out, make no mistake about it. And people don't say this enough. But the Cleveland Browns are a false flag franchise for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Who's their owner? Jimmy Haslam. What did Jimmy Haslam do before he was the owner of the Browns? That's right, he was a part owner of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now you ask me, if you were to become owner of the Browns and try to collapse them, what steps would you take? Well, me, I'd probably hire Hugh Jackson. Hell, I'd probably trust a homeless guy to tell me to draft Johnny Manziel. Now, if that don't make you scream from the mountaintops, I don't know what else will. This is Hugh Anon, okay? Hugh knew too much. He's Hugh Anon. He had all the answers. He was giving them to us. He was leaking them out like little breadcrumbs. We're going to follow him, snatch them all up, and get to the main truth. But they fired his ass before he ever could. Okay? And it makes me sick as a Patriot. It makes me sick, America. Now, you look at who the ownership of the Pittsburgh Steelers is. Okay? The Rooney family. Now, who was Dan Rooney? Good question, PFT. Hey, PFT, good question. Tell you who he was. He was the ambassador from Obama to Ireland. That's right, he was a globalist, okay? You look at Obama, you get the idea for who the next coach of this Cleveland Browns is going to be, okay? You got Obama. Look at that word, Obama. You take the O, you put it at the end. What does that say? Bama O. I know what y'all are thinking, and it ain't Lane Kiffin. I bet he'd like it, but I bet you it ain't him. It ain't Nick Saban. It's Steve Sarkisian. That's right, former offensive coordinator of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Roll Tide, okay? What better place for a man than Cleveland, Ohio, a place that literally unlocks beer fridges whenever you win? Okay, so now they're taking on the Chiefs and Andy Reid this weekend. There's going to be some points. There's going to be some points and points and points. And I got a little fish who's going to tell you who's going to win that game. There we go. Larry likes Andy Reid. He likes the Chiefs. He likes Andy to go up to Cleveland, take down his big red trousers, and drop a big brown right all over Greg Williams. Hey, Greg, I know you like bounties. Well, you're going to need some bounty paper towels to clean up the mess Andy Reid's about to leave all over your body, okay? All right, back to y'all. Go, Larry.
Sliding. Do you want me to slide into your DMs on Instagram? We're on a free winner. Follow me on Instagram, Stu Feiner. I'm killing bookmakers. I'm killing Tommy. I'm killing Tommy's intern dentist. I'll kill your bookmaker. Listen, follow me on Instagram, Stu Feiner. I'll slide into your DM with a winner. Slide now into my DM.
We are back, Barstool Sports Advisors. We have two more games we're going to cover, and they are two of the best games we might see all year. So we have, first up, the Rams going down to New Orleans, visiting the Saints. This is Juggernaut versus Juggernaut. Both these teams haven't lost. Rams haven't lost. Saints haven't lost since week 1. I have a little stat for you before we get going, though. Just put it in your brain. The Saints are on a 5-0 against the spread streak. The Rams are actually 1-4 against the spread in their last 5. Dave, how does that change your opinion?
Well, I have a stat for you, Dan. I have a stat. The stat's named Todd Gurley, worst human who's ever walked the face of the earth. I want to say this to Todd Gurley. What he did to me last Sunday when he turned down points and didn't play the whistle and took a dive is one of the worst things that's ever happened to me in the history of my life. I ranted, I raved. You have people saying, oh, if you get mad about that, you shouldn't watch sports. I tell those people to jump off a bridge. This is what sports is all about. Todd Gurley, let me ask you this. 4 scenarios. People saying smart football, Dan. It wasn't smart football, Dan. He had 4 options. Run for a touchdown. You kick the extra point to make it 9. You run out of bounds, the game's over. You fall down, the game's over. He chose option number 4, Dan. He stood there and let 2 Packers attack him with basically machetes and try to strip the football for him. You tell me what the right decision is. I'm taking the Saints.
Dave! You know what? When we win all of our bets this week, maybe we put out a shirt, we survived Todd Gurley.
Yeah!
We're surviving.
I like it.
We're surviving.
I don't know if I've survived him. I had my first losing week, and it was my more to walk, and it was no coincidence Todd Gurley quit on me and all his fans.
He quit on America. Stu, tell us what you like in this game, knowing that Todd Gurley quit on America.
Well, I mean, Todd Gurley cost me $100,000 and cost him his millions, so I concur, Dave. So Todd Gurley, I can't wish him dead because he's already dead in my eyes. He's dead. I cannot wait to piss on his grave. I just cannot wait. I'm waiting the moments. I'm sitting shiva this whole week for Todd Gurley because he's dead in advance.
And then he goes and he mocks us, Stu. He laughed in our face.
He laughed in our face.
The chutzpah! Is Todd Gurley Jewish?
I don't think so.
I think so. No, I think he is. I think he had a bar mitzvah.
Has he ever had matzo brie?
Yeah, probably.
Probably matzo brie. Todd Gurley, you come to my house, you're not eating my wife's matzo brie. No.
Did you give a pick?
Matzo brie, by the way, you have to take the matzo and put it under the water before you squish it with the
I don't care, Stu.
But that's the trick.
Okay.
It's the trick.
Stu, do you have a pick, or are we just going to talk about matzah?
I don't even know what game we're talking about.
All right.
Okay. This game, I'm going to reserve the side for my live service, but right now I'm going over. We're going over in New Orleans.
You better hope that Todd Gurley doesn't just stop scoring touchdowns.
Yeah.
My hands won't stop sweating.
After his fourth touchdown in this game, I hope he has a coronary arrest and dies and vomit out of his mouth all over the place. Todd Gurley. Sitting shiver for Todd Gurley.
I love the Saints in this game. Saints -2. That feels like stealing. That feels like, you know what? Sometimes you look at a spread, Dave, and you know this. Like, how could this lose? How could this possibly lose? Then you think, maybe I'm a sucker. Maybe I should take the other side. No. Sometimes they just make mistakes.
Let me be honest, I would take the Rams here if it was. I can never, ever bet on them the rest of my life because of what Todd Gurley did to me on personal level.
I agree. Acid in your mouth. Okay, last game of the weekend. It is a great game. Packers at Patriots. There's a lot of GOAT versus GOAT talk. The Patriots are -6. Over under 56.5. Dave, I'll start with you because you look like you have that acid in your mouth.
Yeah, well, I resent anybody saying Aaron Rodgers is a GOAT versus GOAT.
Well, the GOAT said it, Michael Jordan.
Yeah, he's got 1 Super Bowl. My guy, Brady, has 5. Patriots win this game. They're better than the Packers. It's at Foxborough. It's at night. Nobody comes in and wins. This is easy. This is actually one of those games which I love to have because it doesn't matter what you do earlier in the day. This is a bailout special, a triple your net worth game. Patriots win this game by 2 touchdowns.
Okay, Hannah, I want to get the weather real quick before we go to Stu here.
Well, I just wanted to pick up this jersey and just let you know it's the best quarterback in the NFL.
Under what logic, Hannah?
What about the weather?
I'm just
made an enemy.
What about the weather?
Hey, you just made an enemy.
Are we enemies now? Oh, I just had to.
Me too.
He is the GOAT.
Okay.
What's the weather? Game
What's the weather?
The whole NFL. It is going to be 55 and sunny, and the Packers are going to win it all.
Did Tommy put you up to that?
We might need. No, she's an actual Aaron Rodgers fan.
I love him.
We might need a new weather girl.
Yeah.
This is disgusting. We can't have it.
He's the best-looking quarterback in the NFL too.
Tom Brady is 1,000 times better looking than he is. He's on a list, 100 best looking faces along with me.
Wait, are you too?
Right.
Yes, I am.
Wow.
Thank you.
Listen.
I'm so honored to be here.
Thank you.
Stu, I need a pick, but I need it fast. You need to do it quick, 15 seconds.
This is impossible. This is my game. This is the game I'm betting $50,000 on. This is the game that everybody's been paying me the entire year on Barstool Sports Advisors. Listen! This is the game make the biggest bet of your life on. Thinking about tripling your net worth. How about 10 times your net worth? $100 better, bet 1,000. Nickel better, 5,000. Dime better, 10,000. StuFeiner.com. StuFeiner.com. Pay me. I don't need the money, but you damn straight need me. StuFeiner.com.
Okay, well, guess what? You don't need Stu because the Packers are going to cover this spread, Dave. I don't know what to tell you. The Patriots will probably win, but 6 points is too much for Aaron Rodgers. The Patriots, I have questions about their secondary. Aaron Rodgers, awful loss, is going to come in. He's going to give it a go. 6 points is too much. Take the Packers +6. Mortal locks back after this.
New England can't lose. Red Sox won the World Series. Patriots have won 5 in a row. I win everything I do. Everything I do. Fanduel, to honor that, is doing this today. The FanDuel.com/can't-lose contest tonight. 1 game, pack Pats. Pick the roster from that. $1,000 in prizes. It's free. You have to play. Autograph Brady, Rodgers ball, the winner, Barstool merch, and cash. Play.
A lot of talk going on these days about who is the greatest, about who has the titles, raw talent, the most clutch moments. I get it. It's a tough call. I mean, even the interceptions are the same. But maybe the best way to settle this debate is to play it out, head to head. I'll watch that. Welcome back, Barstool Sports Advisors. It is that time of the week, our mortal locks. We start with the champ, Daniel Cormier, guest celebrity picker. Let's see what he has.
All right, Sunday, Saints versus Rams. Saints get the job done. Drew Brees and the boys are working on title number 2. We're working on title number 2. Let's go, boys. Let's go, Who Dat Nation.
Thanks, champ. I'm just going to say right now, he probably won on Saturday night. First round knockout, that's the prediction. If he gets knocked out, just forget I said anything here, okay?
I love that pick.
Let's do our mortal locks. Let's start with Stu. Stu, I don't know what the hell you're doing right now. Give us your mortal lock.
Well, first of all, my mortal lock. Wait a second. How about this? While you're running, Stu, what's the deal? What is this medal? How about last year in July, starting in July, lost 40 pounds, ran the marathon, 512 miles preparation, ran it in 4 hours, 39 minutes, 24 seconds, and to commemorate everybody running today, here it is, here it is, here it is. Now I'm going for 6 straight mortal locks. 6 straight mortal locks. I've won already. Here's number 7, and this is going to shock you. Are you ready for this? Cleveland Browns to shock the Kansas City Chiefs. Take the number all day. Make a little bet on outright. It's the Cleveland Browns. 7 straight mortal locks. 7 straight mortal locks. 7 straight mortal locks. Browns, Browns, Browns.
Okay, thanks, Stu. Did you actually run a marathon?
Last year,
actually, we don't actually care.
I like that medal.
We don't care.
Everyone's a winner generation.
Yeah,
Everyone gets a
hey,
trophy. Did you win? You come in last?
Stu
who
finished
cares? You get a trophy.
500,000th place.
I don't want it.
I'm giving it to you.
You show up, they give you that.
That's the truth.
Listen, let's all talk about the time that Stu exercised on a random Sunday. All right, Dave, let's get your mortal lock. We know Stu's. Give us yours.
Listen, the Houston Texans, first of all, I'm 6-6, so this is a big game. Tommy, get over here. But the Houston Texans, this is who they beat the last couple of weeks. Colts, Cowboys, Bills, Jags, Titans. You know what that is? That's trash. Tommy, get over here. I've been on the Von Miller train since he said they're going to destroy. They lost to Kansas City last week. They are a bucking Bronco of a team. Now, Tommy, show him how a bucking Bronco bounces, Tommy. Show him! Buck! We got a bucking team this week. We got a bucking team. The Broncos are only minus 1.5, a Texans team that is not very good. Don't be confused by their wins. Buck Bronco, Buck Bronco. Take the Broncos.
Okay, Buck Bronco. Dave's got the Broncos. Stu has the Browns.
Attaboy.
My mortal lock. I gave you the Bears last week. That was an easy winner. You're probably saying to yourself, Big Cat, why are you wearing this tinfoil hat? Are you some kind of, stay woke conspiracy theory guy? Well, guess what? I'm not. Hannah, come on over here. I'm doing something I've never done before, and that is electrocute your bookmaker. Chargers over 47.5.
That's electrifying.
That's scary.
See you next week, Barstool Sports Advisors.
Be advised, run the marathon. Be
Fuck
healthy.
that Bronco.
Be advised, be advised, be advised. What's the gun show? Be advised, it's the gun show. Be advised.
Stu, no one cares you ran the marathon. Seriously,
Everyone gets
no
a
one
medal.
cares.
Literally everybody
Everyone gets a
You
medal.
show up, they throw it.
4 hours, 24 seconds.
No one cares.
I
Done with this shit. No one.
I could walk it that fast.
Yeah.